Hello, hello. Welcome back to the PPM, which stands for Peterborough Plastic Modelling Group. We do this live stream for the Facebook group that we run. So, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So don't forget, we've got a gallery tonight. So if you could post your builds before 8 p.m, please. Mark only does one refresh.
Yes, Lindsay, post your build before 8 p.m, please.
I've already done it.
Lindsay, was that Mark having a go at you there?
I think he was, Panzer.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
He
I
tells
think he
everybody.
was getting told off, don't you?
He tells everybody to post their builds before 8 p.m, but then he comes in about 10 past 8 and posts his builds.
Yeah, but he's the governor, isn't it? So he can run the show exactly like he wants to.
The worst offender, yeah.
Right. So anyway, so if you can post your builds before 8 p.m. in the Facebook group, if you are a member. I'm just getting stuck for words now. So please abide by the PPM rules, because we do have children watching this stream. That comes from the Facebook group. They sometimes sit there, watch it with their parents, or they watch it themselves, because there is child members in the group. So please refrain from swear words and also any sexual content in the chat or from the panel, please. So we're going to read the chat out. So we have Panzer Cat in first, and he says, meow. Meow there, Panzer Cat.
Meow. Hello, everyone.
We've got Mum and Son in, Tammy and Ray, saying hi, Lindsay, and all in chat. Hi, Tammy and Ray.
Hi, Tammy and Ray.
Hey, Tammy. Hi, Ray.
We've got David Markey in. Welcome in, David Markey. He says, evening, Lindsay. Evening, David Markey.
Hi, David.
Hey, David.
And he also says, evening, folks. And he says, hello, Panzer. Hello, Tammy and Ray. And evening, David. Panzer Cat says, hi, Tammy. Panzer says, hi, Lindsay. And panel. Hello there, Panzer. We've got Joshy B in. Welcome in, Joshy B. He says, evening, Lindsay. Gents at the bench on panel. Folks in chat. Hope all are well. Heading to the micro pub. My mate works in for the final night and a few beers. Have a good night.
Hi,
Cool.
Hey, Josie.
Have a good night as well. We've got Ron Hetman on. He says, hi, all in chat. Hi there, Ron.
Hi, Ron.
Hello, Ron.
Hi, Ron.
I was going to say something else, but then no, I must behave like everybody else. So David Markey says hello, Joshy. David Markey says also hello, Ron. We've got Jeff and Maggie, and Jeff and Maggie say a very good evening, guys. Good evening to you, Jeff and Maggie.
Hi, Jeff and Maggie.
Hey, Maggie.
David Markey says hello, Jeff and Maggie. He also says hello, Alex. And David Markey says hello, Dave. He also says Mark. We've got TBG in, Mr. TBG himself. And he says, hi, everyone. Hello there, TBG.
Hi, TBG.
Hey, TBG.
We've got our Raffle in from Bonnie, Scotland. He says, evening, plastic sniffers.
Hey,
Jeff
Ethel.
Hi, Ethel.
Hi,
Jeff
Ethel.
Light says, hi, TBG. David Markey says, hello, James. Jeff Light says, hi, Apple. David Markey says, hello, Apple. TBG says, yes, Lindsay, no naughty words. Do not pressure me, because it may slip out. My brain's acting that way tonight. So TBG says, hi again, Jeff Light and the Lady Maggie. And he also says, hi again, David Markey. Apple says, hi, Jeff and Maggie, David M, plus the panel members. Stephen Haynes Model says, hi, Lindsay, Alex, Dave, Ron, Panzer, and Mark. Welcome.
Hi, Stephen.
David.
TBG says, hi again, Apple. Stephen Haynes says, hi, David Markey. Apple says, oi, oi, James. Stephen Haynes says, hi, Jeff Light and Maggie. David Markey says, hello, Stephen. Stephen Haynes says, hi, TBG. He also says, hi, Apple. TBG says, hi, Stephen Haynes. Apple says, hello, Steve. So we'll have a look and see what the old panel's doing. So we go to Mr. Alex first.
Ooh. Last week I painted up this little sentinel, and I'm gonna paint his friends.
Oh,
Cool, nice one.
nice.
So you're doing Warhammer 40k, yes?
Technically 30k. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Warhammer.
Okay, thank you very much, Alex.
You were just 10k out there.
Yeah.
Well,
So we get-
I'll be hoping to be finishing the Matilda off tonight. I've got this far with it today. Put the side skirts on either side and a bit more work to do on it, and hopefully should have it done tonight.
Cool, brilliant. Looking forward to it. If you get it finished, you get the ding of the bell. Okay, see what Mr. Marks Mods is up to.
Oh, he's a few
So
on there.
don't ask. I'm continuing with the light box in this corner here. It's doing my head in, and I've been at it now for about 10 days. So I'm going to definitely solve it tonight.
Cool. Okay, so you might get a ding then if you get that solved. Okay, we go to Panzer.
I've got the bell ready to give the dings.
He's got the big bell.
I've got the cat bell. Wait, let's put this down so I don't make a noise. There you go. Tonight, I'm hopefully going to continue with the Magic Factory 135 skill MZ RZ D4. Tonight, I have to do the weapon mounts, which are currently hiding from me in instructions. There we go. So I've got 4 of these to do today. So I may hopefully get these done tonight on the stream, so that this can go off to the paint shop.
Cool, brilliant. Looking forward to see how you've got on later.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to Ronnie.
Adding to my collection of the build that I'm doing for the diorama, I'm now going to start the Kettenkrag with soldiers. Hopefully I can get a few more soldiers to go with it, so it'll be sort of more or less there or thereabouts, and yeah, it's fun.
Cool, brilliant, Ron. Thank you.
Thank you.
So what am I doing? Looking what we got here. So I tried this about a week ago. I've got some filling to do on it across these joints. Got it facing the wrong way to the camera. So yeah, you see it better from the back. I've got this to fill in, this part here. But tonight I'm just going to concentrate on painting these small bits. This is actually this figure. So that's what I'm going to be painting. But I'm not going to stick to the colours on this. So I'm going to do my own thing with it. So some of it will be the same. But where this is, it just looks like black. Being it's like metal pipe, metal kind of thingy, if you know what I mean. Because obviously they move around. I'm going to do them in my usual way of making it look like metal. So hopefully that works. I'm not too keen on this brown, so I'm going to do these bits in gold. So yeah, so we'll see how we get on with it. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. So yeah, not too sure what this figure is called. JC did tell me. It was JC who 3D printed it for me. I've got the base together, and I've got to do a little bit of filling on the base. Obviously, a lot of sprayed it in primer. So the primer's nice and dry now after a week. So yeah, all I've got to do is just fill a little bit here, just give it a light sanding, and then just spray it over again with the primer. But tonight, like I said, I'm just going to concentrate on these 4 bits. These are her legs. She's got a nice pair of legs.
Wrong now, Lindsay. Wrong now.
She's not 7 of 9, but yeah.
But we know that's possible now.
With those legs, I would say she's possibly a 5, maybe a 6 out of 9.
Yeah. So that is what I'm doing. So I'm quite looking forward.
And as you're looking for a name for her, she kind of looks like a Helen to me, so we'll refer to her as Helen.
Lindsay, can I just say something?
Go on.
Wouldn't it have saved you a lot of time and money if you'd have printed it yourself?
I didn't have the 3D printer at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've had this for quite a long time. So, and I've got lots of other little figures as well. Okay, Mark's Mods has put the Facebook group in. So if you want to join the Facebook group, just press on the link that says facebook.com group Lindsay's Models. We've got Tin Man in. Welcome in, Tin Man. And he says,
Hey,
hi.
Tin Man. Hey, Tin Man.
Mark's Mods has put Ron Heckman's channel in. So
Thanks, Mark.
No problem.
Give him a lucky loo and, do the right thing. He also has put Alex's channel in. Price is not right. So if you're not subscribed to Alex, please give him a subscription. Stephen Haynes says, hi, Tin Man. Mark's Mods has put Panzercat's channel in. Also, Dave Max.
Thanks, Mark.
Jeff Light says, hi, Tin Man. David Markey says, hello, Timothy. Mark's Mods has put his own channel in. Apple says, evening, Tin Man. Sprue and Glue's in. He says, hi, all. Welcome in, Sprue and Glue, mate. Hope
Hey,
you're well.
Sprue.
It's true.
David Markey says, hello, David. Stephen Haynes says, hi, Sprue and Glue. Jeff Light says, hi, Sprue. Sprue and Glue says, Lindsay, I think it's called the Sisters of Battle. There you go. So it's called the Sisters of Battle. I knew it was something like that, Sprue. TBG says, hi again, Sprue. So
If I may interject, I believe it's Mechanicus Tech Priest, actually. Just
Is it?
very many lovely legs instead of mechanical parts.
Yeah, she has got some nice legs. Apple says, hey there, Sprue. Yeah, she's actually got like stockings on. So,
What model have you
Oh,
gotten,
wait,
Lindsay? This is a family-friendly channel.
I mean, I could actually find some material, make her some stockings, and then put some suspender belts on, couldn't I?
I was going to suggest, Lindsay, what you could do is paint it in flesh tones. What I think. I've got yellow. I've got dark green. You want the black one. You want that black. Where's the black one going? There we go. Ash black. You get this ink shader, and you spray that over the flesh tone. It looks as though she's got black stockings on. Other colours are available, like candy red, blue. Where is the red one? There you go. You could give her sky blue stockings. You could give her, there you go, violet. Give her a couple ones. Yeah.
Oh, cool. You'll have to send me the link for those paints.
Yeah, the inks, they just spray them on. I'll see what I can do for you.
Cool. Nice one. Ooh. We've got 10 people in so far. Let's see. Need some water. I always do this. Back in a minute.
I'll have to go for a refill soon.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Here, Mark, I wonder if we could get 7 of 9's face on one of these.
Possible, but
Yeah.
I think that the model I showed you earlier is enough, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, she is nice. Okay. I'll see you. Yeah, I do apologise those who were watching me this afternoon that I cut it short, but I wanted to spend some time with my sister. It was her birthday, so
No, how dare you spend time with your sister on her birthday?
Happy birthday, Gina, if you're watching.
Happy birthday, Gina.
Happy birthday, Gina.
Yeah, happy birthday.
The important question now, though, Lindsay, was there cake?
no, unfortunately there was no cake. I wasn't expecting her today, actually. So
Did you say you can go into my stash and pick anything you want?
she knows. She knows if she wants anything out of that stash, she can help herself to it. I keep trying to convince her and do into some Warhammer.
But she's having none of it.
No.
What? She's watched you more or less get addicted to Warhammer. I don't think she's going to touch it, Lindsay.
She does like the figures, though. That's the thing. But I think she's too scared of painting them, to be honest.
Body sticks. Where did that go?
Or you could say, you buy it, sis, and I'll paint it for you.
No, she has to paint it herself. I'll buy it for her and she paints it. Or she can have everything out the stash. Mind you, I was the same when I first started doing it. I thought, oh my God, what have I let myself in for? You know?
And then you sink down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
No, he didn't think the rabbit hole, he invented it.
I invented it. No, I threw myself down it. Catch up with his chat. Tim Mann says hi. Apple. TBG says Lindsay, have you got cake? No, there weren't no cake, I'm afraid. Apple says alternative Lindsay, call her mother superior and have her in red stockings. That sounds like an idea.
Oof.
Well, at least she's got clothes on anyway, so
Kind of.
kind of, yeah.
Okay, I don't need that part now. I'll find that later.
One bites the dust.
It pounced out with tweezers.
Oh, you carpet monsters had that now.
It has indeed.
It went twang.
No wonder it went twang with tweezers a bit naffed.
The idea to stop stuff twanging out your tweezers, put some tape on them.
Or do what me and Dave Mack do, buy serrated tweezers.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing rigging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Panzer won't go there. Panzer will not. Panzer, no. You will not bring up the Sex Pistols. No. See now.
Yeah, so What have you guys been doing all day?
We went shopping.
Oh, did you?
Mm,
Me, I was doing this tank today, and I thought I might as well get it finished tonight. If I can get it finished tonight.
Remember, there's a reward if you do finish it tonight.
Yeah.
You get a ding of the bell,
Ding, 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 ding.
and I might even be tempted to send you a complete one of Primetime Modeling's famous boxes of nothing.
There you go.
Guaranteed 100% more nothing tonight this year than there was in previous years.
I'd steer clear of that empty box of nothing if I was you, Dave.
The beauty of it is you don't know it's arrived.
Ah,
When we do send them next day delivery,
there's no way he forks out for next day delivery.
we do. It's a box of
Maybe
nothing.
next month delivery.
yeah.
This year guaranteed next day delivery. Empty
I'll
box.
tell you now, my grandma never ever paid for first class delivery on things. She'd always pay for second class. She said, person who sends a letter second class is well organised because they did it in time.
I could see that being Royal Mail's new advertising slogan.
Send it second class if you're organised, yeah. Still won't get there.
Okay, TBG says hi, Tin Man. Tin Man says hi, TBG. Apple says, Lindsay, I heard today there are new white scars being released later this year with new Hoover bikes and armour. Hence, is that Genghis and his molesters? Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Molesters, yes.
Not sure I'm familiar with that, Apple.
The white scars are basically the Mongolian Space Marines.
Ah, right, okay.
They love their fast bikes and everything. They're really nice. Okay.
You learn something new every day.
There is an obvious question, but I'll wait till after the stream and I'll ask Alex.
No, they're not called the molesters.
Damn it, he saw my cunning plan.
He did, didn't he? He saw it coming. Okay, we've got Dieter in, and he says, evening from Belgium, still at my Sea Harrier in 148 scale, giving her a heavy load.
Hello, Dieter.
I need
Hello,
to,
Dieter.
TVG says, hi, Dieter. Dieter says, after that Mirage 2000D to be transformed into a N model in the Lafayette Jubilee livery.
wow.
Apple says, evening, Dieter. David Marcus said, hello, Dieter. Yeah. Yes, so I don't know how this figure's going to turn out because this is new virgin territory for me.
Judging by those legs, she isn't.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to.
I'm going to get bad, don't I? Right. Be nice, Panda. Not exactly sure how that fits on there.
Yeah, there's a big difference between from painting little space marines, space wolves, and necrons and stuff like that. This is completely different. It's a lot larger, and yes, it's the skin tone that's going to get me. I reckon I've had this figure for at least a year. At least. So if you're watching JC, it's finally getting done.
Yes, he's finally got her on the bench, JC.
I've finally got her on the bench. Jeff Light says, "Good evening,
That
Dieter."
sounds so wrong.
Dieter says, keep in my mind from wandering as I lost one of my cats, Alice, yesterday. Oh dear.
Oh no.
No.
Sorry to hear that.
Apple says, if you can successfully paint that resin sister of battle, then McFarlane Marines will be easy for you, Lindsay. Yeah. I've got a few of those to paint. McFarlane ones. It's something I can do while I'm reading the chat and everything else. So, David Markey says, sorry to hear that, Dieter. Dieter says, call her the Scarlet Bishop and have people go for a cross. TBG says, sorry for your loss, Dieter. Got some nice colours in Citadel paints that can go on this.
Okay. Officially, we are going to cheat now.
Apple says, sorry to hear your news about the cat, Dieter.
Panzer, have you been getting into kitty fights again?
No. I respect all felines.
Dieter says, yeah, she was on a diet, but unfortunately she did not handle it well enough. She was quite fine until yesterday afternoon and then essentially slipped away on the couch. Oh, bless her.
Mm.
At least she was at home, because most cats just disappear and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Think about what you're doing. Let's do this bit first. I can do all this in black and then pick the colour out afterwards.
We had a cat, and it just disappeared one day and never came home. And yeah,
It's almost as though they understand the grief that their death will put you through.
Dogs are the same, though, aren't they?
Sorry, say that again, Lindsay.
I said dogs are the same. They'll try and hide somewhere.
Mm.
Dieter says, I don't think I can house a big cat like Panzer.
You can try.
Yeah.
All it
Dieter says, yeah, go on. My big white Maine Coon basically asked to be comforted and went up away in my arms at the same time as that flying phone booth landed on the moon.
Mm.
Yeah. So do you want to do a belly and bench? So,
Okay, folks. What have you had for your dinner this evening? What is on your bench? And what is your favourite beverage of choice? We will start tonight, I think, with Ron.
I had I had something. And a corned beef hash
Oh, lovely.
with and it was very nicely made as well. And coffee was my beverage of choice, and on my bench is the Kettenkrag SD KZ2 German one. It's basically going in part of the diorama.
Mark, what was in your belly?
I had a fruit salad, and I have got a nice coffee, and I'm trying to black out this light on the Enterprise D build.
Dave, what is in your belly, my friend?
I had a chocolate shake for me dinner, well, for me tea, and then I had a nice cup of black lemon tea, and I'm doing the Matilda. That's on my bench.
Alex, what is in your belly? What have you
Got
eaten
some
today?
grilled meat with a salad, drink of choice, White Monster Energy, my beloved, and we have a patrol of Aethon Heavy Sentinels on the bench.
Yes, okay. Fried meat covers a lot, or grilled meat covers a lot of
Okay,
sins.
pork. Yeah.
Oh, grilled pork. Okay, okay. Lindsay, what about you? What is in your belly? What is your beverage?
Well, I had a massive fry up around about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Consisted of 4 rashers of bacon, 2 eggs, hash browns, half tin of tomatoes, and bread and butter washed down with a nice cup of tea, tons of pills. And on my bench is this babe.
Helen.
Helen's on my bench.
You've got Helen on the bench, yes. Right, okay.
Sounds wrong.
Dave, shh, don't let them keep thinking of yourself on it. Right, Mark Hobby says he had a ham roll. On his bench is the U96, and he has a cup of tea. Arthur McNichol, he has a southern fried chicken with wedges, washed down with apple juice and coffee. On his bench is 36 Primaris Space Marines to be converted to wolves. TBG, he has a corned beef and cheese sarnie. He has an Anson, and he's possibly drinking Airfix water.
Cool. Dieter says got 3 cats left, 2 seniors, 1 pretty short hair, brother of Hermione or something.
In your tummy?
Dieter says keeping my eyes on them. Dieter says on my bench, Sea Harrier, my dinner plate, Capoletti, drink, Coke, 0.
I myself had a couple of bacon and egg rolls with a beverage of coffee, and on my bench, as you can see, is the little razor here.
Yeah, cool. And we've got DS Models in. Welcome in, DS. And he says, hi,
Hey,
everyone.
yes.
Hi, Dave.
Hello, DS.
Lindsay, can I just say one thing? After that massive fry up, I'd be more worried about you passing wind than the dog.
But I've got a mute button if I feel one coming on.
I think the dog should be more worried about you than you more worried about the dog.
What, you're more worried about a brown fountain coming out the rear end?
Yeah. What would really make that is if that happened on the camera behind you. Sorry, I've got this image in my head now.
Blimey, there.
I think you lot are trying to corrupt me.
No, why would we do that?
I think I'll stand with Lindsay on that one.
Okay.
Sounds very much.
Go on, say what he's going to say, Ron.
I'll just say that they just want to gang up on you, Lindsay, and I'll back you all the way, mate.
Yeah, I know, mate. Okay, Apple says, hi, Dave, DS models. Dieter says, on my shoulder, my classic ginger cat, Loki, purring and headbutting. Nice. TBG says, hi, DS models. Stephen says, hot dog and chips, cup of tea, and building the whippet and the Mark something tank. What is that? 6-4?
Wait a minute. Who we reading?
Mark 4.
That's a Mark 4, yeah. Sorry, I've just found the piece of chat.
Stephen Haynes model says, hi, DS models. Stephen Haynes says, hi, Dieter. David Marcus says, dinner, ham and lettuce, sarnie with a mini pork pie, tomato and celery. Bev, pot of tea, bench, HMS Victory. Nice. David Markey says, hello, DS. Spur and Glue says, Lindsay, lock and load.
After all that food he ate, I am not surprised.
Lock and load, boy. Lock and load.
Make sure you shut your bedroom door, Lindsay.
Yeah.
We don't want a Dave Mackinac creeping down the stairs.
It's so bad, guys. It's so bad.
This sounds like a story that we should be hearing, Dave Mac.
Yeah. Not to do with me.
No, it's maybe something his partner should be saying.
No, she can blow off as much as I can.
I think women can do it worse than men.
Yeah, she can.
In my experience, women do them silent and deadly.
Oh, mine doesn't.
My daughter let one rip the other day. God, I thought it was like a thunderstorm.
It's like the V1s were going overhead again.
Yeah, it's something like that, Alex.
Not so much the Blitz, more like the... No, we won't go there.
Blitz.
That's what you call a blitzkrieg.
Wow.
Wait. Oh, where'd that one go now? Oh, there it is.
Don't you just love it when you're waiting for paint to dry?
Yeah.
It's like waiting for paint to dry.
Okay, DS Model says belly, ham salad, beverage, pint of real ale, Sam Smith, Yorkshire Stingo, bench nout at the minute. Just enjoying you guys building at Navanta. Cheers, everyone. Hope you're enjoying it. That's the main thing. And Chris.
Yep.
Where does that go? That one there. Right.
I should be done with these tonight, actually. It's coming along quite nicely.
It's what we like to see. TBG says, make sure it's a clear route to the loo, Lindsay, in case you follow through. Oh, that'd be awful, wouldn't it? If you follow through, you're walking off with a ready penguin.
I nearly did that once.
It's the mess on the carpet that would get me.
Just painting the bits I need black, so that can be dry brush. The rest I can pick out.
Right. That's not the cheese sauce.
Don't forget, if you want to post any pics in the group, please do so before 8 p.m. Hello, the old boy's getting a bit excited on his game. This could be interesting tonight.
Why?
Huh?
Why is it going to be interesting?
So it could be interesting if he starts shouting and and walks back to pick everything up. You know what it's like, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds as though Mark has experience. Does Mark use foul language when he's playing computer games?
Don't think Mark plays computer games, do you, Mark?
Nope.
I sure do.
Do you cuss as well then, Alex?
Oh yeah. Taking every ounce of my body to not let one out.
At least he's learnt his lesson about throwing his joysticks all around the bedroom. Cost him,
Oh,
cost him too much to replace them.
yeah.
Mind you, he can wear a joystick out in about a month.
What?
Yeah, about a month.
Oh,
.11. This is why 11.
Yeah, he's been off work today. To be fair, I think he's been watching films all day. So. Okay, so it's the dry. Dita says, thanks all in chat for the welcome greeting. Apple says, does Mark cuss when he spills coffee across his desk? He did last night at live MCC UK.
I did not cuss at all.
Only a little.
And we've got the birthday girl in, and she says, good evening to all on panel and in chatland. That is Gina's.
Hello, birthday girl.
hi, Gina.
Hello, Gina.
Hello, Gina.
Yeah, she's 21 all over again.
And because she's that special age, you never even thought to get her a birthday cake.
I would have did if I knew she was coming. TBG says, happy birthday again. Gina's cracks. David Markey says, hello, Gina. Gina's Cross says, thank you, TBG. Apple says, happy 60th birthday, Gina.
Cool. There's always one, isn't there?
DS Model says, happy birthday to the birthday girl, Gina. Hope you had a great one. Back in a minute, guys.
Lindsay's sneakily sneaking out the room to drop out in the hallway.
You just hear.
Shut up.
Panzer started it all, Lindsay.
Yeah. The instigator.
Yep.
I know where it goes. Don't worry about that.
Okay, we know what's happening next week, Ron, don't you? I'm picking on you, mate. Yeah. Getting the weekend off.
David Marcus says, Gina, borrow your brother's credit card and go partying tonight.
Got that one here. T24. Yes. Right.
TVG says Lindsay's trumpeting. Okay, so you got about 10 minutes to get your builds in, guys.
Blimey.
Let's see, do I have anything?
Hey there, Georgie girl. Give that another couple of minutes. Put another carrot on. I'm quite looking forward to doing this, really, to be honest.
Looking forward to what, Lindsay?
Painting this figure.
Not me butchering names then.
Nah.
Good.
No, you do that without any encouragement.
I do my best for somebody who has dyslexia.
Yeah. So when you spilled this coffee on your bench, mate, last night, did you have a hissy fit?
Nope.
No?
Nope, I didn't. Actually, it was a good chance. Actually, I'm a little bit pleased, actually, because it was a good chance to take my mouse mat off. It's been in the washing machine today, so it's all nice and clean. And I managed to give the desk a really good clean down and everything. So, no, didn't have a hissy fit. It was just a great time to get up and do some more cleaning.
Well, it's like a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Dieter says, oh, he is horning.
Mark, that was a nice cover. But yeah, we both know it's a complete load of. but I would have believed you.
Trust me, you can watch it back. I was well chuffed because I've got a nice new clean mouse mat now.
Does the mouse know you've got its mat?
After the stream, I then I thought, right, well, I might as well bleach the desk as well, just to get rid of any germs. So I got some nice bleach and completely bleached the desk clean.
Sounds like a plan.
If I'd have spilt it over my new cutting mat, that would have been a different story.
You'd have seen Mark having a nervous breakdown.
Because I only put this new one down the other day.
Well,
My old one got
at least
relegated
you
to
can
my
spill
electric.
it on your mat. When you go in there first thing in the morning, it's wake up and smell the coffee.
It doesn't smell coffee anymore. Actually, it smells really nice of soap because I've had my mouse mat cleaned. So
Steady now smells of peach disinfectant.
I was more bothered about it going over my electrics, like my mouse and keyboard and stuff.
All right, yeah.
That was my main concern. But luckily, I got to it in time.
I know when I spilled a whole bottle of extra Tanya-Thin on my Mac once. God, it was like melted cheese.
Yeah. Well, the trick, boys, is to get long bottles like these and only fill them to a point level where if they do spill over, they don't actually go out the end of the bottle.
That's an expensive lesson, though. Spilling a bottle of Tamiya extra things, they're not cheap to replace.
No, not lately anyway.
No.
It made it worse because I had a build on there as well, and it went all over the build and everything.
Oh, mine went all over the cutting mat and it completely ruined it. I still got it, but I need one for this part here, this bench.
Come over here, Dave Mac. I've got about 4 you could have.
What size are they?
One's an A1. And I think I've got some A2s downstairs.
I can't remember what size that was. It's underneath my diorama at the minute.
Yeah, but Dave, they come used like second-hand underpants.
Yeah.
Well, yes and no.
Yes and no.
One side of it is perfectly fine. And that's the side that shows the squares with the inches on it. The other side, which shows the centimeters, are the ones that are used that get dirty.
Oh.
So, but I can't have it where I can't just flip it over and say, well, that'll work now for another 6 months. Just replace it all.
Well, at least one thing, it's authentic. It comes with the stones.
Yeah. Do anything.
I even put rubber matting underneath my cutting mats so you don't slip all over the place. You know the stuff you can get for your car boot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put that under my cutting mat so it doesn't move when I'm working.
I just use ratchet straps so I don't move at all.
I use 6-inch nails.
I use this stuff. So I just put that underneath my cutting mat and it stops it sliding around everywhere.
Tin Man says, I found out a tip. My wife does diamond art. And the wax pencils to pick up beads also is good for PE. Yes, it is.
It is.
Yes.
Reminds me. God, it's gone
The only
now.
problem is sometimes you might have a slight wax residue on your PE.
It depends how warm it is on the day, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a catch-22. You want to be warm so it picks up the photo etch, but you don't want to be too warm that it leaves a residue.
Mm.
Apple says, cutting mat, 6 months old. Oh my God. My cutting mats are 10 years old and never been washed.
I bet it's the stubborn understains that's keeping it together.
I wash mine down once a week with IPA.
It's like this rag I use. This has got to be at least 12 to 13 years old.
Ew!
Lindsay, you need to go full screen with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Extra flavor.
Full screen. Okay. There you go, Mark, just for you.
Oh, that is just. Oh, no.
Well,
No. Oh, man.
It's even got some red stains on it.
Oh, my God. I am traumatized. I can't do gallery now. No way. Oh, what? Put it in the washing machine.
I think it needs to
Oh, get a new rag.
that was bad.
No, Panzer, no, don't go there. No.
I am holding back numerous comments.
Probably the same ones I have as well.
My hands are shaking. Just gonna take a sip of water.
Lindsay, I think
Forget
that
about
rag is that bad it's affected nearly the entire panel.
When I finish, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Return to sender. Right, I need to compose myself and then we can get on with gallery. Oh, God, I'm going to have that vision in my head all night now.
Oh, it was just the first initial that really made it tickle.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you people?
Just normal.
Alfred says Lindsay's doing a Fiesta 67 cleaning raggy.
Oh, my God. Lindsay, I think this stream's gone downhill very, very quickly.
But you know what the best thing about it is, Mark? It was himself that did it.
Just be glad I did not have face cam on.
Oh,
surprised it didn't
that
bang
would have
before,
made it.
Oh, goodness.
That would have had everyone cracked up and on the floor. It's just the thought of the look on Mark's face.
Yeah. You could just imagine it.
Yeah, horrified.
Yeah. In other words, she's going to have nightmares tonight.
Your work here today, Lindsay, has been done.
I mean, I had a rag like that years ago. That was soon went in the bin. That was well worn.
I think we all had rags like that as young modelers.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was a spare, in my case, it was a spare one of those horrible polyester polo shirts in the 1970s.
Oh.
And I think it had every shade of paint that Airfix and Humbrol did on it at the time.
That's an episode of The Life of Grime.
Yeah, and some of the unrememberable Gloy paints as well.
But you got to admit, though, it brings back memories, though.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah.
Had some good times with that rag.
No, Panzer. No, go nowhere near that one. No.
Two people, one mind.
Yeah.
Going through the same struggles. Hold on.
Okay, Kit Bash Carnage says, in the middle of a big project, Soz can't stay. Glad to see you all. Happy to see you. The hobbying. Keep it up, panel. Everyone in Chatland. It's nice to see you, Kit Bash.
Thank you, Ash.
Thank you, Ash.
David Market says hello, Kit Bash. Apple says hi, Kit Bash. Kit Bash says, sup, hope everyone, well, keep being amazing. Best community out there. Cool.
Very true.
Right, okay, so it's gallery time. So,
In fact,
here we go, guys.
I'm barely up for it, but yeah.
You're barely up. He's traumatized.
Yeah, it was the shock of that rag, Lindsay. Not once, but twice. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Okay, right. First in tonight, we've got Dieter with a vintage build Airfix 172 RAF rescue launch as it was around 1944. Somewhat guessing the scheme as the manual makes little sense.
Yeah, it does, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, I remember that kit.
Yeah. It definitely was a nightmare kit at the end of the day. I took one look at it and I went, no, thank you, not me.
Cool.
There we go.
Nice one.
Nice one,
Yeah.
Dieter.
Nice one, Dieter.
Yeah, well done,
Absolutely.
Dieter.
Okay, that one I've shown. Okay, so this is Alex. Reinforcements have arrived. Finished building the Thunderhawk I was working on during the PPN stream and got some new friends to join it.
Ooh.
Actually, yeah, Lindsay, that's what the White Scars would be using, those jet bikes, the normal bikes. And
Oh,
other
cool.
stuff.
Oh,
Nice. Nice one.
Ooh.
That Thunderhawk is quite detailed, isn't it, for a miniature?
Oh, yeah. And think it's very small.
Yeah,
Cool.
fantastic.
Nice one, Alex.
Yeah, nice one.
Nice one, Alex.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
this is Bob Moore. Monogram, 1970s Armour Series. Panzer, help me out.
Wait a minute, let me see if I can get closer to it. You see,
Lots of Spielwagen.
yeah, this German reconnaissance vehicle.
Right, okay. Going for the Russian front look, still rough, needs a trim up, paint and get the netting to look right. Ideas for straps, thinking 3mm rubber bands, not tight, and cemented to the fenders. Flag need work, more accoutrements need
Accoutrements.
yeah, dry brushing, weathering and flat varnish, light spray coat.
It's a pity you don't live near a paper, a newsprint, a print facility, because if they have a guillotine, you could buy some sheets of paper and have them guillotined to 0.5 millimeter, 3/4 of a millimeter, 1 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter widths, because that's what I do. When I worked in the print industry, I have bags full of those paper strip cut to size. But you can also use 1 millimeter Tamiya tape.
You can also there's an quilling paper. Julie used to do it, and that's what you can get about 0.3 millimeters thin.
Yeah.
Quilling paper.
Yeah, but this is cut into strips.
Yeah, these are cut into strips.
Oh, right.
What they are long strips of paper, and then you curl it around a tool, and then you put it in to make a picture.
All right. Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Nice one.
Oh, I love those.
yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Very nice.
And this is called improvising at the end of the day.
Wow.
Yep.
nice one, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Dave Mack with quad tractor and 25-pounder field gun completed.
Now,
like that.
Dave, before you start on this, I hope the driver is being given war disability pension.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he cut his foot off.
He has got part of his foot off.
Mhm.
Put it to fit.
Yeah. It's nice though.
Mm.
Yeah. It's one of those one of those Tamiya kits that stand the test of time.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other people who have done that has been Dragon, and they only did the gun and limber. They didn't do the tractor.
No.
But Gecko models have recently released the tractor.
Nice work, Dave, Matt.
Very nice.
Cool.
Okay, so this is Paul Shatland who says, having had a merger issue over the last couple of months, I have finished the Mini Art 135 tram and Kubble wagon and Tamiya
Kubel.
figures.
Kubel wagon.
Kubel wagon.
Kubble wagon. Okay.
Kuppelwagen.
This kit you sent me, Lindsay.
Sorry.
This looks like the kit you sent me.
The one you've got's a little bit different to that one.
Yeah, but it's quite similar.
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah, they did Mini Art did 2 different kits of that.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
They've done the German version and they've done the Russian version, and they did multiple issues of each kit.
Yes.
It's a nice bit of diorama work there.
Oh, I like that.
The tram is a nice kit.
Great work.
It's nice, fantastic, Paul.
Okay, so this is Bob Moore who says, Monogram 132, Panzerswagen, Armour
Panzer
Series.
Speedwagon.
It's okay, do this on my downtime at work, 2-week build.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got to be so careful with that last picture.
Yeah.
But it's used as correct in its historical term.
I know, but YouTube does not like it.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. I don't want to get Lindsay in trouble.
Yeah.
Over that emblem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well done, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Lindsay, and this is the group photo.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's Frankie Day.
Yeah. You see, I can light it. I can like it now. I couldn't like it earlier because
Yeah,
it's looked up tonight.
Yeah, it's the Arizona.
Yeah, so new header
Yeah.
goes to Frankie Day for this US Arizona build 1/200 scale. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay, so here is Kit Bash, some of tonight's adventures.
Ooh.
Alex, you'd get on well with Kit Bash.
Yeah.
You really would.
Does some absolutely crazy builds, doesn't it?
He does.
Yeah.
And his scratch built stuff from just recycling boxes is unbelievable.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's another creation he's doing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some of the things that he does is unbelievably out of this world.
Trust me, not much goes in his recycling bin.
Yeah.
Straight onto the bench.
Yep.
If it can be used, you use it.
As Mrs. puts it in the recycle bin, he takes it out again.
Nice one, Kit Bash.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so this is Dieter. This is the Airfix 172 RAF rescue launch, gifted by Stephen Mertens of Stitching Scale Models for Vets. Launch, English Channel, 1944. I think this is the finished bit then.
Yeah. That's just that one is the same one that's in Hendon, I think it is.
Mm.
Very nice though.
Yeah.
I seem to remember there was figures on the side, one of them holding a life buoy. Dieter probably hasn't put them in the kit, used them in the kit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Great work, Dieter, again.
Yep.
Okay, so this is Francois. Progress on the 71 Mustang. She's coming along nicely. Off to the paint booth for clear coat. Next, happy with the results so far, to be continued.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice, yeah.
Lovely paint work. Nice one, Francois. Okay, so this is Dieter, and this is highly commended situation last Sunday. Okay.
Nice. Love me a Tomcat.
Yeah, 14, yeah.
Mm. Nice one, Dieter again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very purple.
Okay, so that's Geordie Dave with his Nissan Skyline he's doing. The link to issues 84 to 86.
Wow.
Okay, so this is Gunny. Okay, so let's have a look.
This is scratch building, and it's probably based on a real thing. The Afghans are very ingenious. They
The
take
front looks like a helicopter cockpit.
it's actually a downed helicopter that they put onto a chassis to create a bus. It's based
Right.
on a
CH
real helicopter.
Chinook.
It's based on a real image of a
Chinook.
an Mi-8 HIP helicopter that was put onto the body of a gas 69 truck that was used in the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That is beautiful.
Mhm.
That is really nice.
Yeah.
Nice one. Okay, so Kitbash says the start for the coffee table trench crusade board. Now the progress begins.
Oh.
I dread to think. Not good, I dread to think.
I have a feeling he's going to take the lid. He's going to take the lid off so he can make a diorama base inside that for gaming on.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Frankie Day. Out of character from Plastic Stay posted. I will have done today building boats. The Leela Dan.
Wow.
Nice one there.
Top mate.
Frankie does love his boats, though.
Oh yeah, he definitely loves his boats.
Yeah, that's the one I thought when I first sort of met him on the, and I was like, I think this guy's a bit of a boat fanatic.
Mm. Nice one, Frankie. Okay, so this is Lindsay. Finnish Lockhurst Destroyer.
Wow.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think this is from a couple of weeks ago. I think you've done this one already, mate.
This is 28th of May.
Yeah.
Have I done this? Because if I've done it, I've liked it. Oh, I have done it. Yeah, okay. So that is the link for tonight's live stream. And this is Ron with This Will Be Next on My Bench.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But the thing is, like I said, that's basically got a 3-color stage sort of sprues as such, and it's not, to me, it's not right.
Mm.
Let's put it that way. I'd rather go along and redo it myself, and then I know it's done proper.
Right.
Yeah.
Look forward to that, Ron.
Yep.
Me too.
Okay, so this is Frankie Day again with Ahoy Sir Lindsay, the final reveal for the Billing Boats, Leela Dan.
Wow.
As opposed to Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous boat.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, just look at that rigging. Cool.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
rigging. Can lose hours and just relax while you're doing rigging. So nice one, Frankie. Really do like that. Okay, so this is Lindsay. Work in progress, Warhammer 40k Razorback. Got a lot more details to put out of this build. Also, I'm putting this in a small dio with Space Marine figures.
Nice one.
I love that. Oh, you went for Ultramarines then?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I actually did all the inside, but I couldn't get the camera to focus inside it.
Oh,
You need to put your torch on your phone, Lindsay.
Mm.
Put your
But
flash on.
when I do the final reveal, then I'll do that.
Nice.
Slowly get it better.
Okay, so I'm going for a refresh. Wow, quite a bit's come in. Okay, so this is James Mower with the Tamiya 148 scale. Matilda 4, is that? IV.
Yeah.
Matilda 4.
Painted with MRP and Tamiya paints, weathered with a clay wash and powders. Built in 2022, I think.
Nice.
Just a lovely tank.
Yeah, same one I'm doing.
Mm.
I have a couple of the original Matilda kits in my stash. And one of the things I discovered was that in the British Expeditionary Force, when they used them, they raised the suspension up quite a bit in Europe.
mhm.
So it makes the vehicle look a lot different.
Nice
Yeah.
one, James.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Dan with an old build of mine from the tail end 2023, the Revell 132 Acres High Spitfire, and mainly out of the box build with a few resin upgrades, names quick boost exhausts painted in Tamiya acrylics with the odd touch of Posca pens, weathered with washers and oils. Thank you for looking.
Mhm.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah.
Looks more functional than the Spitfire we did, Dave Mack.
It certainly is. That was a disaster.
Probably one of the prettiest planes of the war.
Yep.
Yeah, it certainly was.
I prefer the Hurricane. I do.
Well, yeah, the Hurricane's quite nice as well.
Yeah.
But even although during the Battle of Britain, everybody went along and they said it was the only aircraft that shot down more German planes than the Spitfire.
Anyway, well done, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, well
this
done.
is Alex again with my 1,000 point
Solar
Oh.
Auxilia.
Auxilia Army. It's coming along nicely. Also, my latest editions, the
Ogren.
Ogrins, the Titan doesn't count into the army. It just looks cool.
Yeah.
So a bit left to paint. Just the tanks there.
So that one at the back looks like the thing off RoboCop, Ed 209.
It does, doesn't it? And they're they had too much Kool-Aid. Spilled all over the floor.
Just a tip, Alex, is when you take pictures, put something in the background people can recognise as a scale reference.
Yeah.
Like Panzer puts a bottle of Vallejo paint
Yeah.
by the side of his, and then it just gives people a reference to what the size is you're painting.
That is
Yeah.
true. This is their size.
Yeah.
Those are they're based on 6mm or 1/300 scale, so they are very, very small.
Yeah.
Because the smaller the show, the more appreciate people go, wow. So well done.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little trick, and then people can get a reference to the size of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Ron again with Here is Something Different.
Yeah.
Dennis Motor Fire Engine, 1914.
Yeah. My neighbor from across the road he got it from, he basically was doing a house clearance, and it seemed like all the parts are there, but I'll have to go have a proper look over it as such.
Right.
Because the guy had started it, so you got to play it by ear.
Yeah.
Who's the maker of it, Ron?
Don't know, to be honest.
I can't see on the front of the box the maker.
No.
I think it's actually some Japanese version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I can't read Japanese. Okay, so again, we've got Kit Bash, and he just says progress.
Oh.
See, didn't I say he was going to do something
Yeah.
inside the tit? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You never know what this guy's thinking.
He just lets his imagination run wild.
He does.
And it says
Okay, and that's it.
Really
So
good.
thank you, everybody, for your pictures for the gallery for this evening.
Mhm.
And yeah, keep posting.
Yeah,
Stop
definitely.
sharing. There we go. Back
Okay.
to you, Lindsay.
Okay, so thank you very much for everybody posting their builds in the PPM group, much appreciated, and lovely builds. Okay, so I'll carry on with the chat. Spoon Blue said, Dave, at least the wife didn't know how safe her curtains were. TBG says, Mark will have nightmare rag creeping over his face. TBG says, hi, Kit, that's Carnage. We've got Clicking Cliff in. It says, yo. welcome in. TBG says that will hide under your bed, Mark, and only come out at night.
I sleep with one eye open.
Apple says, nice diorama, Paul Shapland, especially the Cooper wagon covered in bricks and mortar. David Markey says, hello, Cliff. TBG says, hi, Clicking Cliff. Dieter says, as for the figures on the rescue launch, I use the commander only. The two gunners and the mate holding the life ring are in the spares box.
All right. I thought there was figures in the kit there was when I built it.
Yeah.
I just thought maybe it's a reissue. They've taken out the figures.
Okay, so TBG says, "Oh, I have powers because I give him a spanner." Dieter says, "I have the ETV Waker version of that kit, nice and easy to build with wonderful look." Dieter says, "Of the Spit Houston, that is." TBG says, "Cool build, Dan." We've got Nick Johns in. Welcome in, Nick Johns. And he says, good evening, guys. Great looking models tonight.
Hello there.
Hello.
He says, hi, Nick Johns. Nick Johns says, hi, TBG. TBG says, Lindsay drove that, Dennis.
Wow. 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 That's not good at all. That's not good. You can't do that to Lindsay.
Dear says, fabulous gallery, enjoyed it. TBG says, great builds, everyone. Mark Smods has put the Facebook group back in. So if you're not a member and you would like to join this Facebook group, send a request and we'll see about getting your membership.
Best of all,
says, excellent work, folks. David Markey says, hello, Nick. So that's a chat caught up with.
yes, and memberships are free on the Facebook group.
Yeah, they are free.
It was free for you?
Yeah, free.
But I've got a prettier face than you, Alex.
Alex, I'm his manager and I still don't get paid.
What Mark's not telling you, every year I send him a used painting rag.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. So, yeah, you still get paid. So, wait, what are you complaining about, Mark?
It supplies heat for about 10 minutes when I burn it in the garden.
As long as that, blimey.
Well,
Yeah,
there's that much paint and grime on it.
that's all right then. Shouldn't be a problem.
Ding ding.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what that means. You know what that means, Nate.
We'll go around the benches anyway.
Yep, wait a second. Yeah.
See, I have to keep it locked in this drawer in case it walks out, Mark.
Ew, I can see you clean your brush on it.
Okay, Dave, are you ready?
You'll need a bigger fishing rod.
There you go, Dave. You got your thing.
What about a bloody
But
fishing
I've
rod?
got a bigger ding.
Okay, so we're
I
going
need to
to
compare ding sizes.
What are you on about? Fishing rod rings, Lindsay. We're going to need a bigger boat.
You're gonna need, Mark. You're gonna need a bigger bonfire.
That's so far I've got with it so far with the Kettenkrug as such, and there's quite a little tiny fitted little bits, and then obviously the axle lay at the engine bay is actually going to be able to open up as well. So yeah,
Cool. Nice one.
that's cool. Yeah, started putting the engine together. So yeah,
Okay, Panzer.
I have added the arm mounts here, and the roof one here. The one that goes there is currently somewhere on the floor because it went ding right at the start of the stream. I have also assembled one of the machine gun units, like so.
Cool.
And I've got a couple of the magazine mounts to fold up and solder. These are two-part assemblies, this piece, and onto the side goes this piece. So I shall get those soldered together and blackened up before next week.
Nice.
So-
Thank you very
So
much, Banter.
that's what I've got done today.
Okay, let's see what Mark's been up to.
So things weren't fitting right when I was putting this back together. So I've literally had to stand down to put the LED properly in place. I've painted it. I've been waiting for paint to dry, and I'm now more or less ready to start putting it back together. And then I've got a bit of touching up to do. So that's really all I managed to do tonight. But I never really get much to do anyway when it's PPM.
That's not bad. Thank you very much. Okay, Dave Mac is now finished.
Yep, completely finished now. Apart from niece painting, I've not glued that figure in yet because it's got to go inside the front turret here. But it's all done now.
So the assembly's finished.
Yeah, so it's been a nice little kit to do this. Really enjoyed it.
Nice one. Thank you very much. Okay, go across to Alex.
Here we have 3 of them, mostly base. Oh, backflip. Base coated. I'm gonna dry brush some metal onto them now, make them pop a bit. Camo turned out kind of nice as well. The little stripy waves. There's your dead ultramarine, Lindsay. He is
Hey.
on my base.
Well,
In case you were missing one.
Okay, thank you very much, Alex. Well, I have not done that much. All I've done is put the base coat on where I want to dry brush the metal in. So far, and that's all I've done really.
Looking good.
So,
All right.
Right, if you just excuse me for a minute, gents, I've got to go for a call in nature.
coronation there. Okay, Nick John says, hi, David. TBG says, Mark, are you sure you burnt it? TBG says, the rag multiplies by burning. He'll have nightmares about rag tonight.
He'll sleep with one eye open and a cigarette lighter in the other.
Yeah.
More like a flipping flamethrower.
Like Sigourney Weaver with the duct tape attached.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Okay.
It's all right. I'll message Gina after the show. Tell her to throw that thing away.
There ain't no problem with that rag. That'll stay there until he walks out the drawer.
Until it's that stiff, you can't fold it.
When it goes all stiff. Oh, dear. 15 minutes of the stream up, guys.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I just love the look of dry brushed metal. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark? Do you like the effect of dry brushed metal?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever done dry brush metal.
There you go, Lindsay. Dry brush gun metal onto your rag. You can send it to Mark. He'll appreciate it more. And I see we're joined by Nature Boy again.
Yeah.
Okay, Sprue and Glue says, Lindsay, lend your Alex your stiff cloth quick. Did I miss them a while away? There's 17 in. So if you're enjoying the stream, guys, please put your thumbs up. Be much appreciated.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, welcome as a moderator, TBG. So you won't know whether you cured the light block until you've got it all back together then, Mark.
Well, I keep test fitting it, and it's one of these things that's just doing my head in now. So just at the moment, just taking the little lens bit out because things are not sitting right.
Oh,
So I think I'm gonna have to just scrape a bit of paint off just to get it to sit properly.
You know what would be a very efficient light block on that, Mark?
Not Lindsay's cloth, no.
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah, I'm getting too predictable. I need to do some more random stuff.
Yeah, I got you. I've known you too long, Panzer.
Mm.
You'll have to chuck the old script away, Panzer. Make a new one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, his hand doesn't want to grip that, so it must be the other big machine gun that goes on top of that one then.
Data says, Lub and Subscoop. Nick John says, I'll be starting a Takum Tiger Tank figures soon.
Ooh.
Doing YouTube progress vids if anyone is interested. It's all new to me. Yes, we'll be interested.
Yeah.
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 Seems to me there's going to be a lot of people doing those Takum Tigers.
Yes.
TBG says Lindsay could lend you that Ragnar.
No, you're all right.
Just going to mute.
Right, I might do the bits of sanding tomorrow when I've got a bit better daylight. Then tackling it now.
What's the distractions? Six.
Lindsay, can I share my screen?
Yeah, you can, mate. Yeah, I've just put Nick John's YouTube channel in. So if you're not subscribed to him, give him some love and give him a good old subscription.
Yeah.
Somebody's done this out of Lego, would you believe? Just on a group that I'm on. They've done the US Yamamoto out of Lego.
Oh,
Wow.
that is absolutely fantastic.
It's just the
Oh,
one
yeah.
picture, but oh my God.
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Got all crew members on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, I just thought, I saw it and just thought, I need to show that.
Yep.
I know we're borderline with Lego, Lindsay, but that is worth showing.
Yeah.
Oh, too right.
So don't forget, when you've subbed to Nick John's channel, make sure you watch his at least one video, so the subscription stays.
Yeah, I'm already subscribed to him.
Jeff Light says just subbed. Nick John says cheers, guys. You're very welcome, Nick. And Mark's Hobby says just subbed. Apple says there you go, Nick. Just subbed. Jeff Light says this is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I know we don't do Lego on the PPM group, but I just thought that was worth showing.
Definitely.
I have to keep the rest for next week.
Yeah, I've just subbed as well.
Don't forget, you have to at least watch one of his videos, Rob,
Yeah. Yeah, I will, yeah.
and push the notification bell. Otherwise, the YouTube will take the sub away.
Yeah.
Unless you have over 1,000 subs and they don't do that. Yeah. Thank goodness.
Well, I've got a long way for 1,000 yet.
Yeah.
Everybody will get there.
Tin Man just says, just sub Nick. Dieter says, subbed. If you'd like to join the PPM as well, Nick, it's in there somewhere.
I can put it in again.
Yeah, if you put it in. But if you do Facebook, Nick John. So there's the Facebook group link. So if you want to join the Facebook group, it is a private group, so it's not a public one. Apple says, how many subs do you have, Panzer? Any closer to that giveaway?
No, not yet. I think the last time I looked, there was 123, 122. It was going up by one, and then it was going down by one.
Nick John says, wow, cheers. I do my best to add content, but please be patient with me. Whenever you like, mate. Whenever you feel like.
I thought I was referring to my special 1 millionth subscriber giveaway. When I reach the 1 million subscribers, I will be doing a prize giveaway of a Bandai Perfect Grade 172nd Scale Millennium Falcon kit.
How many subs have you got up to now then, Panzer?
122 to 123.
Well, you've got a long way to go yet, mate.
Yeah.
Is that when you reach 1,000 subscribers or 1 million?
1 million. It's an expensive kit. I'm not giving it away, you know.
We will all be skeletons and covered in cobwebs.
Yeah.
Nick John says, I'm already a member, have been for a while. Oh, okay. Cool.
The whole exercise of having a giveaway is to attract subscribers and keep them. If they want one of these Perfect Grade Millennium Falcon kits, they're gonna have to keep hanging around for a while. Yeah.
Jeez, start going camera.
Yeah.
Is it that time already? Blimey, so it is.
Soon goes by.
Wow.
So, I'd like to thank everyone for coming in the chat land. It's been a great night. I've enjoyed it. It's always good when we see plenty of chat.
Yeah.
Especially all our regulars. And we always like to welcome new people into the chat too.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank everyone for the PPM following us because it's put on for them every week.
Yeah.
So, and also like to thank all the outsiders that's not actually in the chat but watching in the background. If everybody's got a device where you can put a big thumbs up, would be much appreciated. Keeps the PPM going, and it's appreciation for the guys on the panel. So there will be no Sunday stream again this week, as I will not be in Peterborough. I should be away in York, as I'm going to York Railway Museum.
Oh.
I'll bring lots of pictures back and post them up on my YouTube page. So,
Yeah.
I subbed to Nick John's channel.
And if memory serves me, York also has a Games Workshop shop, Lindsay.
It does, yes. I'm
Yes.
hoping to go up to there, but it is going to be a Sunday, so I'm hoping they're going to be open on a Sunday. And I'm hoping to bump into Terry as well.
Yeah.
So, which is our little history. I'm going to send him an email. Tell him I'm going to be in York. So if he wants to meet up, we can certainly do that. Apple says, as Carl Edwards said earlier today, only 204 days till Santa comes again. Exactly. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much for everyone coming in. Like I said, be much appreciated. There is no Sunday stream. I shall be putting out another couple of live streams by myself on the Razorback, so where you can expect them, you know, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. David Markey says, "Thank you all for a great stream." You're very welcome, David Markey. It's
Indeed.
Yep.
very nice. So, on that note, guys, TVD Modelworks says bye all. So, goodbye to our new moderator. And we'll see you all very soon. Ta-da for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.